What is up, crypto legends? How is everybody doing? Make sure to absolutely destroy that like button on your way in. How is everybody doing? Let's analyze the situation here for Bitcoin all together. Of course, most importantly, let's say hello to the beautiful community. How is everybody doing? Like Isla Weda. We're going to analyze the situation. No doubt, Bitcoin in a kind of a danger zone. Why is this a danger zone? By the way, whoever joined yesterday's live stream, we were talking about this major level of support to get a bounce. Yes, you got that damn right, guys. Whoever was paying attention on yesterday's live stream, we talked about the major drop on Bitcoin and this zone to get a reaction. What zone was this, guys? Who remembers? Who was here on yesterday's live stream to look at those setups that we were taking a look at, those big levels of confluence? And yes, you got that damn right, guys. It was that naked point of control from the 30th of April, okay? The 13th of April, we were talking about that naked point of control yesterday to get that reaction at the 61878 Fibonacci zone, okay? There was a little bit of a big gap at that area to take this as a swing failure pattern from this pivot low. Just today, we did hit that level, got over $1,000 of a bounce, of course, going all the way up to the daily open where we are getting this resistance. We were getting this reaction. This is obviously a great zone to take profit if you did get into that long position that we mentioned on yesterday's live stream as the price was moving down. Let's go right away. I want to say hello to the people in the comment section. We do have the Bitcoin halving 3 days away. Legends, this is happening. The Bitcoin halving is just around the corner. Let's go right away through the comment section and say hello to the beautiful community. No sound? Is there no sound? Let me know. Should be some sound right now. Open interest, no sound. Guys, let me know. Let me know. Rupert is shorting. Do you have sound? Right away. Let me know in the comment section. The sound should be there. Is there any sound? Let me know. Got some people here saying there's no sound. Everything is okay on my side. So let me know, legends. Let me know in the comment section right away if you can hear me. Right away. Let me know. Let me know. Go, go, go. Fine. Yes, it is good. Sound is okay. Sound is good. Okay, okay. All right. World Reaction is lying here, saying that there's no sound. He's probably got his speakers off. So turn the speakers on. Right, let's go. Right away, guys, with pure technical analysis on yesterday's live stream. We are traders here. Of course, I am leaning slightly bearish during the last few days. This is why I did enter a short position, taken most of the, well, yeah, most of the profits, basically more than 90% already at this zone, because the main reason why, you know why I entered this short position on Bybit. You know why, I'm taking profits right over here, because this zone, we talked about a long position. Now, I did not enter a long position here. However, it was very much acceptable to enter that long. It was mentioned yesterday, okay? If you didn't check out yesterday's live stream, we did talk about the level of importance right over here, which is the naked point of control. Take it as a swing failure pattern from this higher low. It's pretty simple. You do have higher lows on the chart. If you're trading around, you're targeting that higher low, especially if you have high confluence on a naked point of control. You have the trading plan. It was the only trading plan that we talked about on yesterday's stream. The only one. Why was it the only one? Because it was the highest probability one, and we were just round about $1,000 away from that level, and we were actually moving down pretty nicely. Now that level was hit very, very early this morning and got a big major bounce coming all the way up here to kind of the move here, the highs of this range that we formed overall to the daily open, and that is enough to take those profits. What is going to be the next trading setup, guys? This is what you're interested in this live stream, right? We're going to go through the setups right away, guys. You're going to enjoy those possible setups on this live stream, okay? We do, make sure to stay tuned, because we're going to talk about a high probability setup, just like we do on every single live stream, right? We talk about a high probability trading setup, just like yesterday. And it happened, basically, right? It happened. We got a significant bounce. Now, we have to be very much aware, because I know a lot of people probably entered this trade and got stopped out at break even. They did not, this is a zone where you want to take profit, guys. When we are trading, we need to go level to level, right? Level to level trading. If you do get a bounce at a certain level of confluence, which is this naked point of control from Sunday, the 14th of April, we got that high volume node right over here, naked point of control. You're hitting the 618 from this pump. You're sweeping up these higher lows. We talked about, hey, even better if you swing failure pattern from this low. You did get that movement right there. And I know a lot of people enter this kind of trading setup. A lot of them, you know what? They have their stop loss still here. They are hoping to get a massive recovery in the next couple of days, and they just do not take profit, right? It's just classic. I know this happens. It happens. We talk about the same trading setup. Some people made insane gains with this run up, and a lot of people just don't manage to take those profits. Of course, once you get certain reactions at these levels, such as the daily open, you're trying to break through it and you are not managing to get above that daily open, guess what? This is acting as resistance. You can see it on the price action. You do not know if this is going to form a bullish pennant and break through, or it's going to get a major dip like it just did just a few hours ago. So if you do not know if that resistance is going to be broken or it's going to get a big massive rejection, what do you do if you are in a long position? If you're getting a reaction and you are hoping that you're going to get a breakout because you don't know, I don't know, nobody knows. So if you do not know if you're going to get that breakout, legends, what do you need to do? You need to take profits if you're in that long position. That is what you need to do. So let's go right away through the liquidity is mainly to the upside. Yes, very true. We do have some liquidity to the upside. I want to refresh this. Take a look at the main liquidity. We got liquidity at $64,000 range. We're just going to go to the weekly chart right there. We do have over $1 billion at 71,700. You know, if we do go to the monthly chart, do we have a lot of liquidity below $60,000? Potentially not. I know most of the liquidity is above us at all-time high at above $71,000. There is several $1 billion above the all-time high on liquidity. So that really doesn't mean anything. It really does not mean anything. I've seen liquidity just be there for a long time, and basically the price action just separating from that liquidity, and everybody's hoping and expecting that that liquidity is going to be hit, and then you just keep dropping in the case, right? So yeah, no doubt that we could be fetching that liquidity in the next coming days. I'm going to do higher time frame analysis, legends, before we go through the highest probability setup that you want to pay attention to get into the next trading, setup, basically to make some pretty nice profits. And it's easy peasy. You just need to wait. Trading is extremely easy once you follow the rules. Once you follow the rules, trading is easy. Once you don't mix your sentiment, your emotions, and you risk too much of your trading capital, trading is easy. When you're risking 1%, 2%, 3% of your trading capital to make 5%, 4%, 6%, 7% of gains, it's extremely easy. You just get a boring trading plan ready. If we come here, I know what to do. If we come here, I know what to do. You set the alerts and you just wait. And you just wait. You just wait. So we're going to talk about those setups right away, but first of all, we're going to go through higher time frame. I'm going to give you my scenarios. Of course, the bearish scenario and the bullish one. You always need to have a bearish and a bullish scenario. You cannot just stick on one bullish scenario or one bearish scenario. If you only stick to one, you are not a real trader, right? Those people that are just sticking bullish or they're just sticking bearish, like, some people, like 𝗖𝗵𝗴𝗃, right? He's only been bearish since we were trading below $20,000, right? And you look at the massive uptrend that we've gone to all-time high, right? You cannot just stick bearish. You cannot just stick bullish. That is not real traders. That is not how you need to analyze the market. You always need to take a look at both scenarios. That is what I do. I look to trade longs. I look to trade shorts. There will always be a favorite scenario. For me, the favorite scenario right now is the bearish one. However, I understand that there is a bullish case scenario that could invalidate my bearish case scenario. And we're going to talk about that invalidation level on this live stream. What levels do we need to break, Andy, for you to feel bullish, for you to feel that we are going to go to higher levels? This is what I was going to talk about right away. Arvin, hello. Just going to go quickly through comment sections. Say hello to my beautiful community that all of them have been smashing the like button on your way in, guys. I know you have. This is why I'm going to read your comments right away, because I know every single one of you are here to support and you are here to smash up the like button and just look at the incredible technical analysis that I want to provide to you. I'm not sure if it's incredible. I will leave it to you guys to actually comment on that. Let's go quickly through the comment section. I'll go through higher time frame scenarios, invalidation points, and next trading setup, like the one we provided yesterday, guys, where we did get that bounce from that naked point of control ending up in a swing failure pattern. It pumped over $1,000. It is a profitable trade. It was a profitable trading plan. Did you take profits or not? That is all on you. I am not going to trade your account. I cannot give financial advice. I can talk about levels and high probability setups. You need to learn how to sniper trade, take action, get in, protect position, get out in some profits, right? Be very, very good stuff. Andy, no fluff, just TA. Dario Castro, thank you very much. Lowest level BTC could hit. Well, for the moment, lowest level BTC could hit in this corrective structure would be all the way down at $51,000. $51,000 to $52,000 would be my ultimate bearish case scenario, purely based on this is a corrective structure that could get a big massive bounce. Now, my ultimate bearish case scenario for the next coming days, okay, this does not mean it's going to drop there, okay? This is just an analysis and looking at the possible projection. And of course, if I do see this and we do recognize that this is, okay, a bearish case scenario, right? It's a corrective structure. We know that the 1.618 would be like a very extensive for a C wave, right? It would be a very big extension for a C corrective wave, right? And that would be around about the $51,500 range. And this is where we do have a high volume node. So let me just tell you, legends, the price of Bitcoin, if it comes all the way down here, it is going to get a bounce, okay? I don't know if the price will come down here. I do not know if the price will continue to the downside, but I can tell you something. It's going to get a bounce. Now, is this bounce going to be of $5,000 or is it going to be a $1,000 bounce? I do not know. What I can tell you that this is going to bounce. Now, this is when you come into play. How are you going to trade this? Once we get to this level, if we do get to that level, right, which is a high volume node from a consolidation that we had here from the 14th till the 27th of February. We had almost 2 weeks of a consolidation back in February, creating this huge, massive volume node on the volume profile. And the danger about breaking through here, the low $60,000 range, you know why the main reason we are getting these wicks? A part it was from the previous monthly open as well, guys. So apart from previous monthly open, right over there, right, we got the previous monthly open. As you can see, it's this blue horizontal line, light blue. It's the previous monthly open. We're testing the lows. That's another reason, right? Previous monthly open, we are holding this level. But also one of the main reasons why that we are holding this level is the volume. This is the end of the high volume that we've had during the last few months, right? We're taking a look at February, okay, March, April. We lose this high volume mountain right over here. And this is just going to take, look, there's no volume basically. We might get a small little reaction here at $57,000. We got a small consolidation right over there. You could get a small little reaction right there. Let's take a look at Fibonacci. I mean, if this is in confluence with a fib level, not too much really. Yeah, it's just a big gap of no volume, legends. We have a huge gap of no volume. And this is dangerous. This could waterfall all the way down there in a matter of a couple of days, right? Even hours. There's a big major gap right there with no volume. And I can already tell you that the bounce at 51,600, 500 range is going to happen. It's going to happen. You are going to get that bounce of potentially $500, $1,000, $2,000. You're going to have to react very quick if you are getting into a long position. And the only way you can long this level, okay, the only way you can long this level is if you get the price action dropping beneath it And as soon as the price action is getting the reaction to the upside is where you jump into the trade. As you are bouncing up, you are not catching the falling knife. You are getting in as soon as the price is getting the reaction to the upside, right? So anyway, that's a higher time frame important level that we need to take into consideration. Now, let's go more locally. First of all, we're going to go through the comment section, okay? And then we'll go through more locally. I will leave some altcoins to look at in the next coming minutes, but overall, we're going to analyze this scenario right over here. Overall, we're going to analyze this local scenario because there is a bullish case. There is a bullish case that this could be a low. Okay? And this was explained yesterday, but I will explain it today as well. There is the bullish case scenario. This has already been a flat, okay, ABC. Kind of a regular flat. Or an ABC. You did get beneath this low. You did not get above this high. So you could arguably discuss it is a regular, corrective ABC right there, because on Bybit you did claim these lows and you did not get above this high. There is the scenario that you're going to go lower, and the scenario that, this is finished, and this could be a one wave. This is a two wave that we are in right now, and we're going to start getting a third wave, very explosive third wave, right? In the next, 1 to 2 days, right? We'll be looking at some upside. I don't think this is going to be the case, but we need to talk about it, and we're going to talk about the levels of a sign of strength. It's going to be easy. For me, it's an easy level for a sign of strength, a confirmation, and we'll go through that in just 1 second. Right. Shub, how are you doing? Isla Wedder, Jordan, Rasmus, Dingo, Plankton Chess, hello. Sound is good. DP, 𝗕𝗏𝗄𝗄 is here. 𝗕𝗏𝗄𝗄 here, member from the Legends trading community. Fedez, Shayo, Paddy, Deki, hello. First question, do you feel the fear in the market? I feel like historically this amount of fear causes the market to bounce up, at least temporarily. Your thoughts? Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. I think we should be seeing a little bit more fear, in my opinion. I think we should see a little bit more of fear on the market for people to... We need to feel the pain, right? I would be happy to scoop up some Bitcoin if we do get this major drop, right? We needed a $10,000 drop. We need to see that. Then obviously I would expect a huge major bounce. A lot of people want to buy Bitcoin at, below $60,000. Come on. So that would be even better. Right now, it is very difficult. Bitcoin's basically at all-time high levels, right? 60, 70K. People do not want to buy at the highs from the previous cycle, right? Especially when halving's around the corner. People understand that the bull run should kick off late 2024, 2025. A lot of them want to buy cheaper. A lot of them know that we could be getting a decent dip, right? Pre-halving or post-halving, right? There's a little bit of, this is why we've been consolidating here. People just don't want to buy Bitcoin at all-time high because everybody except for the 1-2%, right? They've been buying at 70K, right? Or 71K. They're not in profit. So... what would be a great buying zone is getting that dip down to the low 50s. That would be the moment that would obviously be a great zone to scoop up some Bitcoin. I will be happy to buy up some Bitcoin at those levels, understanding the supply shock, understanding the Bitcoin halving supply shock happening in the next coming months, of course, and rest of ETFs being approved. I want to let you know that, like I mentioned yesterday, legends, and by the way, I've been in a short trade. I would be interested in a long trade from a setup right now that I'm going to mention. If you are interested in trading Bybit, 𝗬𝗄𝘃, my top exchanges where you getting the exclusive bonus. 𝗬𝗃 has 20% fee reduction. Sorry, Bybit has 20% fee reduction, and 𝗬𝗃 has a great bonus of $20,000 deposit bonus. I want to go through this news very, very quickly before we go the confirmation levels that we need to break for Bitcoin on the lower time frames for me to believe, okay guys, this is bullish. We are likely going to be heading to $71,000, $72,000 right in the next coming days, but we need to break through this zone that I'm going to be mentioning in the next coming minutes. Hong Kong ETF. Okay, Hong Kong ETF. So what we need to understand that there is rumors, right? The estimation of a 25 billion inflow, right? When the ETF is going to be launched, which is not launched, it is kind of approved, but it's not launched just yet. And we mentioned this about yesterday. We got this character over here, which, seems like, I've been looking at his post, obviously, and he seems pretty smart. He's saying basically the same thing that we mentioned yesterday, which is basically there's not going to be a huge amount of inflows, as soon as the ETF is approved in Hong Kong, right? Somebody's estimating that there's going to be a 25 billion, right, in a matter of a few days. And he's saying you might be lucky if you get $500 million, which is obviously not much for a 1.3 trillion market cap, right, asset. This will hardly move the price, right? You're not going to get much of, movement to the upside based on the Hong Kong ETF. It is purely a lot of hype based on this, guys. It's really hypey. They're not going to get that much inflows out of a Hong Kong Bitcoin spot ETF in the short term. No doubt they can, have billions of dollars of inflows in weeks and months, right? 20, 30, 50 billion, right? Maybe in the next coming months. But short time frame, you are going to see baby volume coming in from this, right? So anyway, there's something that I wanted to point out. Don't let those emotions of ETF, Hong Kong, this is extremely bullish, oh my goodness, Bitcoin to $100,000. You're going to see a lot of tweets from people that are very influential, and that they are talking about Bitcoin will be hitting all-time highs as soon as these ETFs are going to get approved. Well, the Hong Kong one, South Korea one, thinking that they're going to go to $100,000 Bitcoin. This is absolute insanity. This is crazy. No doubt Bitcoin will hit $100,000 in the coming years. It's math. It's a fact. It's going to happen, but not because the ETFs are going to be approved in Hong Kong and South Korea. The amount of volume and inflows that you need is crazy. And if you are lucky, you will be getting, okay, maybe a few $1 billion from Hong Kong ETF in a few weeks. You might get a few billion, and this is almost a 1.3 or now 1.23 trillion dollar market, right? And yeah, it's just not gonna happen right from Hong Kong, right? You would need over $700 billion to get Bitcoin to $100,000, and you're not gonna get it from a Hong Kong spot ETF. I'm telling you that. If you're lucky, you're gonna get a few billion in a few weeks. Okay, and we need to understand that. You could not follow the hype, because I've been going through Twitter. I love to see Twitter in the morning with my cup of coffee, and then I'm reading this bunch of BS of Hong Kong ETF, South Korea joining. It's a matter of time that Bitcoin will be hitting $100,000 before the end of the year. And it's like, no, you cannot say this to the people. You cannot say this to the people. They are not going to bring $700 billion in inflows in a matter of a few months. This is just not going to happen. Come on, stop it. So anyway, it had to be said, and it had to be said, legends. Okay, let's go continue right away. I'm going to go through the short time frame technical analysis. We're going to go through the possibilities here on Bitcoin. Let's go straight to the point here with the possible scenarios. Let's just mark here a few levels. Get these levels in order. Let's get these levels in order, because there are some levels, very important levels, that I want to talk about. Let's talk about the scenario here of This is a corrective structure, right? We ain't going to zoom out and go to micro counts or any of that. That's going to take a long time. We just understand that all-time highs here created the second week of March, created a pretty decent pullback, right? No doubt, very impulsive move up, very corrective, especially when you're seeing this price action of the last few weeks. Now, what we understand about this price action, right, is there's been a three-wave structure, right? In an ABC, WXY, whatever you wish. If there's going to be three waves here, three waves here, three waves there, well, then it's a WXY. It doesn't matter. What we do know is that this is very corrective, right? It's very, very corrective. Now, the question is, of course, right, the scenario of, has this C wave finished? Has it finished right over here? Have we had 5 waves to the downside, whether it's a flat or a regular ABC, right? It doesn't matter. You just should have 5 waves down here. So when we do those counts, right, there's the 2 scenarios. There's this one right over here that this has been the 4th wave. This is the favorite one that we mentioned yesterday. And this 5th wave could get extremely explosive, right? It could be very shallow with a double bottom. It could go down to $52,000, right? We don't know. We're just going to have to wait for the scenarios as soon as that 3rd wave is touched, right? To look for a double bottom or to look for, volatility down. It's going to be very risky jumping into some longs positions right here at 58, 57, 56 without having a major consolidation, right? Without having that major bounce and then the price, getting into a little bit of a range. And this is where you get the sweet spot of your trading. This is where I trade. When we do get these volatile moves up and down, you're going to see me in no trade position. Because I wait for the ranges. I wait to understand the market structure. This is what you should do as well. When you get into these big volatile moves, you want to stay away in trying to predict where the bottom is going to be. Unless you have a major level of confluence that you can snipe along with good risk management, understanding that you're going to get that major bounce as soon as you get the reaction and the price back above that level. In this case is that high volume node, right, that we do have from the 2nd, 3rd week of February, right? When we take a look at the volume profile, I can already tell you that the price is going to get a bounce from this level, okay? Now, is the bounce going to do this? Or is the bounce going to do this? Or is the bounce going to do this? It's going to bounce. What we do know is that it's going to bounce and we can profit from this bounce. I don't know how far the bounce is going to be. I know it's going to bounce because it's a huge, massive volume node here. And it's the 1.618 extension, okay, from a major move. Do you know what happens with these 1.618 extensions? I mean, let's see if we do have here a clear example, right? Do we have one right there? Potentially, yes. No, this one did not arrive the 1.618, but there are a few scenarios here hitting 1.618 extension, right? Let's go with this pivot low, pivot high. Yeah, we got one right over there, okay? You get a reaction at the 1.618 extension. I am getting this pivot low right there, this pivot high, and this pivot low, right? You got the low right there, you got the high right over here, and you got the low right over here. And you get the 1.618 extension hit and a big major pullback. On higher time frames, this is going to be a moment where people are going to shit their pants. They're going to shit their pants, right? If you do come all the way down to $52,000 range, right? 51, 52. And the curious thing is that if you are a good trader and you're planning your trades, this could be an epic trade where you can make some massive gains, by the way. You just need to have that plan, be ready for it, guys, because a lot of people might think we ain't going down to $52,000, and this could happen overnight, one of these days. And if you do take a look at the pivot high, all-time high level, and just explain to you that the 1.618 gets a major reaction, just like from that consolidation. Look how quickly I found that 1.618. It is full of them. It is full of 1.618 extensions, and the price gets a reaction. And on higher time frame, you can expect a big, much larger bounce, right? So this is why this level is not going to be just a couple of hundred, right? It's not going to be only a $200 bounce. It could be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 bounce from this level because it's a higher time frame possible corrective structure right there, and you're hitting the highest volume node from this consolidation of February, and also it is the 1.618 extension from all-time high, okay, to this pivot low in March, okay, the 20th of March, to the next pivot high, which is on the 8th of April, which is just slightly below $72,300. And that 1.618 extension, look at this, as I am extending here, it's exactly where we do have that insane high volume node from February. 1.618 extension. Even though this high volume node would not be here, the 1.618 extension, like I explained to you just a few minutes ago with some internal price action, it gets a major reaction. It just gets a major reaction. Reaction meaning it gets a consolidation, it bounces a few $100s, maybe a few $1,000s, as it is a much higher time frame. If this were to be a big, massive ABC move down to this level, I can already tell you guys that the price is going to get a bounce from this level. It's going to get a bounce. Okay, so we want to be ready for that level. It's just a good higher time frame level. You might think, this level's not going to, it's not going to be hit. Bitcoin's not going to go all the way down there. We're going to all-time high. Most of the liquidity is sitting here. We could come down there and then the price can come up, right, in a matter of a couple of weeks, very, very fast. So, and then grab the liquidity for all of those shorters that haven't been taking profit, right? So, anyway, let's go. Cool porn star mustache. Is that for me? Are you serious? Cool porn star mustache. Oh my goodness. You guys are absolute legends. Anyway, I'm not sure if that was for me, but that was the comment that I did read right now. I need to look into the future. Yeah, can someone ask Marty McFly where Biff is? I need to look into the future. Come on, legends. I'm trying to go here through some serious comments and some serious questions. And we got someone here looking for Marty McFly from Back to the Future. Anyway, let's go. Market M. I think we had the fifth wave already. Well, I hope so. Anyway, okay, we got some. We have Market M being bullish. I think you talked about the fifth wave already. And it is a possibility inside of the C wave. Maybe this is already being the C wave finish. And you know what is curious about this? That this would be the ultimate low level where we are right now. Well, I wouldn't say the ultimate low level. If this were to be this, guys, okay? And it's very possible, wow, if this were to be the case, right, of the movement down and this is the end of the C wave, we are inside of the second wave right now. And this could be extremely explosive. So no doubt that I gave you the levels to get into a long position. It was mentioned on yesterday's live stream. I'm not going to go in and look for it, guys. You that have been here on yesterday's live stream, you know very well that we did take a look at yesterday's strongest support level to jump into a long position. It is that naked point of control from the 30th of April. Okay, so the long position right there to speculate that this could be the second wave, and we are going to form a third wave to the upside right over here in the next 1 to 2 days. It is there, and the extension move can take you all the way up to $73,000. You can get into a swing long position here, very chilled, very low leverage, very low capital, right? You don't need to risk the farm here. You can risk, let's say $50, right? Average Joe there is just going to risk $50, right? Average Joe is going to risk $50 here in this swing long position. You put in stop loss, beneath the 7.8 Fibonacci, beneath the 0.88. Speculating that you have finished this corrective move and you're going to get a nice explosive move in the next coming days to that 1.618 extension in a possible third wave. This $73,000 is, I'm going to say it's a valid long position, legends. We do not know right? We do not know if this is the end of that C wave on higher time frames, right? And you might think, well, if you don't know, why are you saying that this is a good long position? You are saying that you do not know this. You have no idea. You're up and down. We talked about the level to get into the long position yesterday, right? I'm not going to go through if all of those people that mentioned, that were in the live stream yesterday. The level to long, and it was clear, crystal clear. The level that you want to get into a long position is exactly the naked point of control from the 30th of April and a swing failure pattern from this pivot higher low, also created on the 14th of April. This is the zone that you want to long, speculating that this could be a 1 or 2 wave. Now, it did get a bit of volatile moves here. You did create another local swing failure pattern. It is still valid. It is valid to jump back in if you want. I think if it does come down again, gets a major wick and then back up, you could still speculate on a long position, no doubt. For this second wave, do you know that second wave's main target zones, it is in between 50% and 7/8 Fibonacci. You are even getting below the 618 Fibonacci. So if almost hitting the 7/8 at $61,300, if you do get into a long position at this area, you are basically catching the bottom for speculation on a third wave. And this would be classic. I can already tell you guys, if you get in a swing long position, you are targeting above $71,000. You're getting into a trade of over $7,000. But I would take this as a swing long position. Low leverage, very low leverage. Keep it 3-4x leverage. 1 to 2% of your trading capital as a stop loss. You would want to be in that trade already, because jumping right now on this bounce is not a great level to get into a long. Let's be honest. This is not the level to long. You would want to long the lows. Get to the lows. If you get a reaction, jump into the trade. Don't jump in high here. This is the zone that we mentioned yesterday. I'm not going to say that anymore, okay? What are the levels for confirmation? Before we go through the comment section, hey Andy, what if this starts pumping? What if this starts pumping right now and starts breaking certain levels of resistance? Would that be cool that this has finished? Are we going to see higher levels? It does not matter, guys. If you missed long position here from that naked point of control, there are ways to get into the momentum as soon as we break certain levels of resistance. Let me explain that here very, very carefully so you can understand how you can plan this trade, how you can get into this trade with very good risk management, knowing where to put your stop loss and knowing where you are targeting, okay? We're going to go through that right away, and then I'll go through the comment section because people want to hear this. People are here to hear the possible trading setups. That's what we're going to do right now, legends. So if we do analyze the situation of the price action where we have been getting resistance today, most important thing that a day trader needs to do in the day is analyze the resistance and the support from today. What has been the most important level of resistance today, legends? It has been that $63,800 range. We have been getting rejection a few times today from that level, and the price could come all the way up there and create a massive rejection from that point and come back down to the lows. However, if we do get a solid breakout from the previous day value area low, and this is a strategy that we mentioned a few weeks ago, actually not a few days, a few weeks ago on YouTube. If you do break above the previous day value area low, where we do have a high volume node also from the previous day on Sunday, you break through this level in the next coming hours with high volume, it looks like we want to have an attempt to hit those highs in the next coming hours, potentially at $63,900. We're getting the bounce here on Bitcoin. We break through this level, there's going to be a high chance that the price will continue to the upside in between today and tomorrow. And that is to come all the way up to the previous day point of control, previous day value area high zone, where we could be expecting some kind of a reaction. But I would be happy to take some profits from any long positions that are attempted on the breakout of this level. Now, in a beautiful world, what you would want to see is the breakout from previous day value area low with high volume. You want to see a nice significant spike of volume, right? More than average from the last 24 hours. Get a significant move to the upside, breaking above previous day value area low. And the way that we can trade this is looking at that reaction. Lower time frames, we need to form a few minute candlesticks, sideways action here exactly at the $63,900, $64,000 range. You break out from that zone, you want to see those couple of candlesticks on the 1 minute, right? Couple, give or take 5, 6, sideways momentum, getting a reaction from today's highs, bouncing from the previous day value area low. And I would just give or take first target zone, the highs of the breakout. You would be looking for higher levels, but we always concerned of a fake out and that the price action can always double top. A lot of the times we talk about a major setup and it happens and it double tops from the breakout highs and reverses and continues to the downside. And people come up to me, hey, what happened? We did get a bounce, but it lost steam. Why didn't we go to higher levels? And the most simple way in answering this as a technical analyst is we double topped, right? We double topped and we did not manage to go to higher levels. And if I am trading this long position, I am getting out if we do reject from the highs. I will be taking most of the profits, give or take 60-70% of the profits, stop at break even, and then if I get stopped out, I've taken most of the profits. But I understand that this has created a double top and I want to get out. If the price breaks through from that high directly, right? It directly breaks through. I'm happy to hold that long position as we are above the highs, okay, from the breakout. And we would be looking for higher levels, of course, hours after the breakout, potentially looking for the highs. This trading setup would be looking very good, at least to come to the highs here from yesterday. We're looking at previous day value area high and previous day highs. Previous day highs as a target. When you do take a look at this, you could say that this is a dodgy inverted head and shoulder structure as well. Right over here, right, with a descending neckline, right? It's a descending neckline. You're running up to the level. If this gets an explosive breakout above the lower high resistance and the previous day value area high, right? If this, say that we get a major rally in the next coming hours and we're pumping a few $1,000s, which is very much possible, this will be looking pretty damn bullish. This would be looking pretty good for continuation to the upside. And it would make sense if you do get above that $64,000, like I mentioned. It would make sense because you do have a bunch of liquidity at 71,800 range, right? There is a lot of liquidity up there. There's over $1 billion in short liquidations, right? At 71,700. So it kind of makes sense that the price, once it gets above 64,000, then it could head up very, very quick, right? To all the way up there. That would be the target zone of the 1.618 extension as well, right? It would make sense as a third wave. You might think this is impossible right now. You might think you've been smoking crack and you don't know what you're talking about. But it definitely is a scenario purely based on this has already finished the 5 waves to the downside, and we are inside a 1, a 2. And if you manage to create a higher low here in between 618 and 78, my goodness, this movement up is just going to take out all of the, take out 72, even $73,000 in a matter of 2 days. However, this is pure speculation. The only way you can get into long positions is getting at the ultimate low levels or breaking above that previous day value area low and then jumping into a long as you're retracing to get supported from that previous day value area low, right? Manage risk very, very well. Of course, your stop loss in this case, you should give or take a few $100, take it as a swing long position, manage your risk very, very well. If you do get that bounce from previous day value area low from that breakout, you don't want to have an extremely tight stop loss stuck to your bottom, right? Give it a bit of room. You are targeting the highs right over here. So, give or take, you're looking for a 2.5, 3 to 1 risk to reward, potentially even higher if you do break through, right? But for the moment, price is bearish. For the moment, we could be looking for another leg down to claim those lows from Saturday. So, yeah, for me, it's simple right now. The thing here is, this for me is a no trade zone where we're currently at here with the lows, highs, right? It's getting a bit of an rangy scenario, and this is going to break through very, very soon in the coming hours. And if you break through that level, it's good to go. I would be looking for a higher low right there and continuation to the upside to hit at least that previous day point of control. You're probably going to get a little bit of resistance from lower high right there. But it will be looking quite good for the price to get a really nice shoot up here. And if you do get the breakdown, to be honest, I would be very, very cautious on sweep of the lows of today and then back up. Could it be the case? Yes, it's a valid long position. It's a valid long. One more leg up here for all of those early long positions. One more leg down and then get acceptance back above the low, just like we did a few hours ago. We tested the lows from today. Look at this. Test of the low, swing failure pattern, back up again. Will it happen again? Scare the longs out of the way, whoop, and then again, and then obviously nobody's in a long position. They got stopped out at break even or at a loss, and then the price leaves without you. So this is always a scenario, no doubt. It's always a possibility. The only way I could trade this is get the movement down right there, get back up in the long position, stop loss, and I'm targeting at least the previous day value area high, right? I would be targeting here for a major, major bounce. It's one of those trades that I would say, okay, this is it. Now we're going to get a major recovery, right? Test the low, test the low, test the low, and then the price just rockets, right? Just 1-2 days after. Speculating on that, 1 wave, 2 wave, we're looking for the 3rd wave. It's pure speculation, but you can trade this safely without getting wrecked. Small positions, you get the move in the end, then happy days. Your reading of the market was correct. See you at the show. Yes, that is true. Going on the Moon Show, legends, in the next 20 minutes. So make sure to hop on the Moon Show. I'll be doing some technical analysis there with Mr. M, the host on the Moon Show. And basically looking at some charts, basically. We'll be taking a look at some higher time frame scenarios. Dump not over yet, boys, says Crypto King. Crypto King is saying that the dump is not over yet. I also think that there is a possibility of creating one more leg to the downside to hit those lows right over here. And it's going to be interesting, legends. The higher time frame, most important level of support, like I mentioned, is that $51,500, $52,000 range where we have that consolidation, and it's the target zone of the 1.618 for an ABC, right? This is going to be huge. You are going to get that bounce from this level, okay? You might dip slightly beneath it, but you are likely going to get the recovery, and you're not interested in getting into the long beneath the point of control of this area. You're interested in getting into the trade as you bounce, as you're getting above it. This is important. This is very important as a trader. not to get into that mistake of longing as you're beneath the level of support. No. When you get the recovery, when you're bouncing and you're getting above, you're getting acceptance back above, that is when you're long, right? Anyway, let's go right away. There's something that I want to talk about, legends, because it's exciting, and I'm gonna get my card already about. I'm gonna get my card. What I need to talk about is the 𝗖𝗵, guys, and I'm super excited because some crypto debit cards that I've been using during the last few years, some of them have gone into the trash because they're not, they basically have regulations and rest of it. They're not working for some reason. And right now the 𝗖𝗵 has, it's already happening. It's already happening. They have the 𝗖𝗵 debit card, okay? The crypto debit card, which is live already. Look at this. You have already some people that have the debit card and they're withdrawing from an ATM, with their crypto profits, basically. So absolutely fascinating. People that are in the European Union, get ready. If you do, sign up down below with the 𝗖𝗵 link, which the crypto debit card is coming out in the next coming weeks. Okay, it's coming out. I will be receiving mine very, very soon. I will show it to you. I'll probably be making a video as well. You can withdraw your crypto profits from any exchanges that you're using for trading, flip them into euro. All of those people that are in the European Union, you can actually withdraw from the ATMs as well. People that are signing up today, in the next coming days, guys, you will be getting free delivery, okay? Make sure to do so. Sign up with the link down below. You will be getting the debit card for free, okay? Sign up down below. I'll be letting you know when that debit card is out, legends, okay? And I'm very, very excited. I'll be getting mine very, very soon, and I will share that with you. Absolutely fascinating to, just, hey, you made $1,000 in the last 24 hours, for example, in my case. Withdraw these profits to the 𝗖𝗵, flip them into euro, and just spend them on the supermarket, for fuel, for a flight, wherever, okay? Absolutely fascinating. Take some cash out on an ATM. That is very much live. I have used many crypto debit cards. Some of them fail. Some of them are still live. And I'm really happy because of, this coming out. They've been working on this for a long time, and it's finally here. It's finally live. Spend your crypto in the real world, guys. Absolutely, super excited about this. And obviously taking, those profits from crypto trading, spend them right away. Anyway, very, very excited about that. Legends, 𝗬vault, how are you doing, my man? I was just about to wrap up the stream. It is for the people in Europe, okay? The 𝗖𝗵 is for people in Europe, but if you sign up with the link down below, there is going to be, special deals, okay? I will talk about that. You will have time in the next coming days. It's mainly for the people in Europe, okay? Mainly for people in Europe. Check it out, guys, because you will be getting sent the crypto debit card. I will give you some. This is just a teaser. I will tell you exactly officially when it's launched and when you can apply to get that crypto debit card, okay? Which is very, very soon. It's already live, okay? Some people are already testing it out, okay? I will let you know once this is live officially. Saying, guys, sign up right away. Ask for your crypto debit card right now because it's live. You will be getting the crypto debit card in a matter of a few days, right? Working days. I would say give or take 3 or 4 days. Anyway, I will be going live shortly. Well, go and take a look at 𝗬vault, guys. If anybody is not, logged in, I was going to say, subscribe to 𝗬vault. He does insane technical analysis. He is going to go live next after me, guys. So make sure to sign up to subscribe to 𝗬vault's channel. He does insane technical analysis and he's going live right now. Check him out, guys, because he does provide insane alpha technical analysis on Bitcoin and some altcoins. You need to check him out. If you don't like him, don't subscribe. If you love him, I can already tell you, you will not feel bad you won't feel sorry for subscribing to the Vault. He's an absolute legend, does insane technical analysis. Right. Thank you very much, legends, for joining the live stream. It's been a great one. Remember those important levels, signs of strength, okay? Remember, I don't want to come up and say we talked about that level, right? You know the levels, major big levels on higher time frame, and on lower time frame, we're very cautious here on the movement down. Local swing failure pattern here from today's lows is possible. That would be epic, right? If this is a 1-2 and we're going to get a 3 wave right now in the next coming, couple of days, would be insane. It's possible from the lows, okay? And also, what would be a confirmation level? You know the setups, you know the scenarios. We'll come up tomorrow checking out which one played out, right? Because one of them is going to play out, and we'll be talking about that tomorrow. Legends, thank you very much. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Smash up that like button. How many likes do we have, legends? I want to see at least over 300 likes. We've been over 800 people on the live stream. Come on, legends. What's going on? Smash up that like button. I'm not going to beg for likes. That is pretty lame. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Check out the links down below if you want the best bonus available to trade on the platforms. Bybit being number 1, 𝗬𝗫 being number 2. Go and check out the Vault. He is going live right now. Hopefully, he's going to provide better analysis than me. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.